So I think we all understand why David Blatt is no longer the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James didn't respect him. It was pretty well known from the jump. He just flat out didn't listen to the guy the majority of the time. And now Tyronn Lue is the new head coach of the Cavaliers. Now what we can say is, it wasn't the situation that Blatt was supposed to be in. Of course, he was hired to lead a young team led by Kyrie Irving and, grow with them. And then, of course, LeBron James and Kevin Love happened, and now they want to win a championship. And like I said, LeBron didn't respect Blatt. So now Tyronn Lue is the new guy. And the Cavaliers are in an interesting situation because they're probably a shoo-in. No, they are a shoo-in to make the NBA Finals in the East. But I don't know how many people believe that they're better than San Antonio or Golden State or even Oklahoma City, to be honest. So the question is, does Tyronn Lue have a game plan in him that's just going to be significantly better than what the Cavaliers were doing? Well, under Blatt, the Cavaliers had a very basic offense, a lot of pick and rolls, a lot of isolations. It didn't go much deeper than that. Does Tyronn Lue have an offense where LeBron is setting off-ball screens and cutting to the basket, and Kevin Love is able to get open through pick and pops, and Kyrie is running kind of like floppy sets? Is that a real thing that is in Tyronn Lue's repertoire? It might be. We don't know. I mean, maybe you got to imagine that LeBron will just be a little more accepting of Lue's ideas because he wasn't accepting of Blatt's at all. So even if David Blatt had a really good offense in him, it's not like LeBron was going to listen to it anyway, So maybe we're going to have to give Tyronn Lue a chance. Maybe he has a game plan that can just be a little more difficult to defend, especially if you're going up against San Antonio and Golden State. But not only that, we do have to look at the Cavaliers roster. I don't know if they are good enough defensively to go up against Golden State's small lineup, because if you look at it, I guess the ideal Cavaliers small ball lineup to go up against the Warriors lineup of death would probably be Kyrie Irving, Shumpert, J.R. Smith, LeBron, and Tristan Thompson. I don't know if Kyrie, JR, and Tristan Thompson are up for that. Now, I don't think Tristan Thompson's a terrible defensive player, but when you're going up against the Draymond Green, Steph Curry pick and roll, good luck, okay? And not only that, but like I mentioned, you got J.R. Smith floating around against Thompson or Iguodala or Barnes. That's a tall task. That's tough. That's just tough. I do think the Cavaliers need to get themselves another athlete, another defensive player who can just be in that environment against Golden State. And for San Antonio, their offense may not be as fast and as complex as it has been in years past. It is a little slower given that they have Aldridge and Duncan, but I mean, they still know how to get open for three. They still know how to set off-ball screens and use the pick and roll, and of course Kawhi Leonard has become one of the 5 best players in the league, so I don't know if Cleveland is better than the Spurs or the Warriors, and I don't know if Tyronn Lue is the answer. I think the Cavaliers need to acquire some more athletes who can stretch the floor as well as play defense, but pretty much every single general manager in the league today is trying to find those guys, and if they have one, they like to keep it, so I don't know if the Cavaliers have a trade that they can make. We also have to note that Mozgov is having a pretty not good season at the moment, and that just thins their front court because I don't know if Anderson Varejao can do anything. So if Tristan Thompson is your only answer at the center position, I don't like your chances against Golden State or San Antonio. So with the Cavaliers, I understand why Blatt was fired because he just wasn't making an impact, let's be honest. I think Tyronn Lue can get the players' attention. The question is Tyronn Lue's game plan good enough to where it's actually worth it? It might be, we don't know. But I also think the Cavaliers need to make some acquisitions if they want a real chance at being the NBA champion this season.